Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome, everybody, to the One More Thing Tech podcast. Adam, I am so sorry. I know I did not give much warning before I just absolutely destroyed your ears. But,
It's okay.
ladies and gentlemen, you might be like, oh my goodness, who was this voice? We haven't heard this guy in what seems like 18 years at this point. I know. I'm sorry, everyone. I had to go for the time being. I wish I could explain how little time I had, which I probably will. I'll probably save it for what are we calling the segment at the end?
We really haven't defined that with let's just right now get that name and the people can hear the name choice right now. How about that? Because we just had some discussions but never really finalized anything.
All right, what are you thinking?
Let's start with what you're thinking.
I think I like one more thing. You know,
Let's
just
just
how
go
Steve
with
Jobs
that.
did it. Right at the end. But
And
wait.
one more thing. But wait, one more thing.
One
How about
more
that?
thing.
Okay, we'll do it then. That's fine.
Okay. So I'll leave all of my horror stories of the last 3 weeks for that section. But ladies and gentlemen, I am back and we are better than ever, all right?
Yes.
And can I just say, the last 2 weeks have been like really hard for me to be away from the podcast, but I really appreciate all the engagement we still had and everybody still listening. I know I'm hearing that the last 2 episodes may have taken a nosedive. This is okay, guys. This is 100% fine. Because when you go down, the only other way to go is what? Up or to the side. But we won't. The elevator doesn't go to the side. You know what I mean? However, I am just yapping. I'm your host, Quasey.
And I'm Adam.
And welcome to a amazing, outstanding, just terrific episode of the One More Thing Tech podcast. Fun fact, that intro just took me 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
It's okay.
And that's
No
probably
problem.
the longest intro I've ever done.
You ain't been
But
here to make up for lost time.
I'm so excited to be back. That's all that was.
Quasey, I'm sure you've seen the movie F1, correct?
Have you seen the movie F1 is the question. Adam, you've had ample time.
Just haven't yet, Quasey.
I think it's been out since June.
Well, okay. It just came out on digital this week, on last Friday. So we have that to talk about, which is really nice. That's not me. I've seen it yet. I've had a crazy week and weekend. We had an event at all of that, of course, and some other stuff too. So it's been really crazy. So I'm not time to watch it, but I do want to watch it. My goal, Quasey, is to have this watched before we record next. Okay? That's the goal for everybody.
Okay.
We're going to watch it. I've been told it's phenomenal. I have it.
People are counting on you.
I know it's been a disappointment to say the least, but it's okay. So in any case, I got some stats, Quasey, about this that I'm not sure if you've really seen so far. It took Apple around $200 to $300 million to make the movie. That is a very expensive budget. But you know what? It's rightfully so, because what I'm told from people, it's a phenomenal movie, probably movie of the year. And we did see a $600 million box office acquisition from Apple. And they take 40% of that, which is pretty wonderful. And they're using Warner Brothers to distribute this for digital rights and all this other stuff too. So that's pretty wonderful. They did a really good job, and it shows. Are you gonna watch it again at home?
So let me do some quick research really quick. Give me half a second here. Apple TV. I have to pay even though I have Apple TV. Is that what's going on here?
So remember your access to a certain thing.
Oh, but on the Apple TV for the regulars.
Yes. So it's a premium pre-order before it comes to Apple TV Plus. It's not out yet. That comes out later on, but you can pay for it or rent it. Now renting has gone out. There's this what they call a premium window for renting. I don't like that. I don't like that it costs more than 18 boxes of eggs. It's
Yeah.
outstanding.
So actually,
Expensive.
first off, that is a funny analogy.
Yeah,
18
try
boxes of
sometimes.
eggs. Real quick, this is a little bit off topic, but because you said eggs, I just want to let you know that eggs are like $4 more in California than they are here in Illinois.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, and there's a
Like
reason.
my
Well,
dad,
there's a reason for it.
my dad was complaining to me the other day. Well, he wasn't complaining to me. I just happened to be on the phone when my brother was cooking 6 eggs. Right? What are you frying 6 eggs for in the first place? However, what was I about to say? That's how, because my dad started losing his mind. But
I mean,
that's not the point. Go ahead.
they do, come from around this area. I believe. I don't think they actually raise chickens in California for the most part. I could be completely wrong on this, at all, but that's one thing I'm aware of. So, like, we get a lot of their vegetables and fruit, but they get some of our eggs, I think. Maybe some corn, too. So, it's a trade-off.
Yeah. Dude, also, I don't know if I said it when I went to California that week I was there, but like, oh my goodness. California is absolutely beautiful.
The temperature's phenomenal, but...
Oh, I wasn't talking about the temperature. I was talking about like, dude, so okay, you get on the highway, right?
Oh.
Let's say you get on the highway here in Illinois. It's just a bunch of shrubbery. It's not like the most... Yeah, it's not the most appealing looking thing.
Yeah.
You get on the highway in California, I'm talking, dude, it reminded me so much of Guam. Now, for those of you that don't know, I spent 3 years in Guam, and for those of you who don't know where Guam is a island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, sort of like, it's 4 hours away by flight from Japan, or maybe it's 2 hours away by flight from Japan.
Wow.
But it's also so from my old house in New Jersey, or really in Philadelphia, because that's the airport we took, because it was always 15 minutes away from our house. Not that the airport would be changing locations. I don't know why I'm yapping. From my old place, it was 23 hours away by flight, and that's not including layovers. So, that's a rough flight to have. Don't know why I'm on this topic, but I think I was saying it's really beautiful in California, and it really reminds me.
It was nice there. I mean, I went to San Diego area, and lots of the highway travels. You just look right, and there's the ocean, where you can see as far as the water can even go. It's really beautiful, and the hills there are really nice. There's that lane. I'm sure you've seen this before. It's man, I can't remember what they call it. It's like the forever passing lane kind of thing, the left side of the road. You remember that?
But what I will tell you is that I drove about twice in California, and that's probably the scariest place. I don't get scared on the road, but I thought people in New Jersey and Philadelphia didn't know how to drive. Like, obviously, you go up to New York, everybody's a maniac in New York. Nobody can drive. But, like, it's so much more scary when there's less traffic, and yet everyone's still dude, you don't understand. There was this guy who was just cutting up traffic. And then, actually, that's not even just California, because the other day I was going to Six Flags, right, here in Illinois, because, I have the season pass, right? So we're headed to Six Flags. Well, actually, we were headed to Six Flags because we went to go visit a friend, right? And so we were headed to Six Flags. On the way back, it was like, I want to say 10 p.m., right? And we had to go through Chicago.
Oof. Ooh.
Let me tell you something, Adam.
10 in Chicago.
That's
like where everything bad happens.
There was this car that, you know how you're supposed to zipper, right? Everybody, if you don't know how to zipper.
I hate the zipper merging. That needs to stop. Oh, I can't stand zipper merging.
Okay, but it is the standard, right?
Oh,
this idiot. I'm so sorry, but he's just, I want to say he's not sure what the gender was, but I think everybody, just for me saying what I just said, I think everybody knows. This person decides to just keep driving on the shoulder and try to cut us off. You know what I mean?
Is what happens with zipper merging, Quasi. We had the same problem. Do you know? Not to cut you off too much. I'm sorry, but do you remember when we had by the bridge going towards Denny's? You know what I'm talking about? Like where Meyer is and stuff.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah. So right there, they had this one lane closed crap all the time, And all that happened there was zipper merging. The problem is this.
Actually, 1 second. I just started to like bleed. Give me half a second. Continue.
Okay, sorry, we had to take a quick intermission. We're back though. So back what I was saying though, Quasi, is at that spot by that like whatever church, by that stoplight, at that bridge, you instantly had to do zipper merging. And all it does is introduce the same people from lunchtime that cut in front of you to do it again in real life at an intersection road area. And all that means is I will wait till the last possible minute to cut it in front of you, and I will enjoy every bit of it, and you will hate it. That's all that does. It's not a good system and never will be, ever. And no one will convince me it's good. I cannot stand it because people suck at driving, and they use it to their advantage.
People really suck at driving. But I think zipper merging is actually like really efficient when there's like a lot of heavy traffic on the freeway.
Only if people actually care. Because all they do is, I will confirm at the last minute, which makes traffic now just stop to let them in. It doesn't really help at all. It's a treacherous system. It doesn't work. It's one thing if this happens, right? This lane closes in a mile, right? And way before that mile is even up, they start getting in. And they get in at a good pace. Not at the absolute last second where they're going to hit this cone or they're going to run into you. That's when they do it. That doesn't work.
Yeah,
it never will work.
You have to let them in so that there's no accident.
Oh, no, you do not. And I don't. You know why? You had the entire mile and a half or way more to get in like you should have, and you didn't do it. So now you will wait there until some courteous person on this earth lets you in, which they shouldn't do either. Don't let them in. You know why? It's their fault.
I
can't stand that.
What's it called? One of those drivers with road rage. That's what I'm hearing.
I get so bad. But here's the thing. If you were getting in... I'm muted.
Me?
Am I muted? You can't hear me? How about now?
Let me leave and come back.
Okay. He'll be back in just like 2 or 3 seconds here. I can hear... Well, I see that I'm talking on the system, so I think we're good here. He'll be back here very shortly. There he is. He's back.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow, a lot of issues today.
If they would just get in where it's not the last minute and there's a good flow of traffic where you just, you gap them in, that's different. I'll let you in then. But if you wait till the last second, you have no more mercy. It's gone. You'll wait. In fact, a bus tried to do this to me one time, and then the whole line...
You didn't let a bus cut you off?
Oh, hell no. No, you know why? He had a mile and a half, 2 miles to get in, right? Do not think you're the king of the road because you're a bus and have multiple wheels. It doesn't make a difference. Get in when you're supposed to. I can't stand that.
You can't stand having multiple wheels?
No, when people at the last minute try to cut you off.
Yes.
It should be banned.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I hate it.
Horrible.
Just go in earlier. Just the last minute stuff where now I'm forced to let you in. No, you will wait. I cannot stand that. I hope everybody else on Earth listens to this and does this because they will stop that crap. Get in when you're supposed to. So in this case, Quasi, all the way from Speedway, right, was where the signs were basically notifying people to this bridge, which is like a good almost 3 miles. You had that long of a gap, which is 2-lane highway almost, and you still last minute? No, I don't let you in.
Some people don't pay attention.
If you're in an ambulance with
I'm not
lights
defending
on a cop
him,
car,
but like
that's okay. That's the only exception to that. But if you're a common person and you just want to be that person that wants to be an absolute jerk face, no, I don't have any remorse or any mercy at all for you. I know. It needs to stop. Would you agree that it needs to stop, the last minute people?
Disagreeing with you here. I definitely think that these last minute you cannot be on the shoulder knowing good and dang well that there is no space for you. This is not how the zipper method works. And still try to get in front of me. It's one car, then one car. One car, then one car. You are not going to try and make 2 cars in front. Wait. I don't need to get upset about this. Because
just go earlier.
I think it might just be in big cities.
Because you're notified way more in advance. That's all I'm saying. It's a simple method. Go when traffic is going, not when they have to stop. That is rude, to say the least. Okay, sorry. As you were saying with your story, I'm sorry to cut you off.
Loki, I have no clue how we got here.
You're
I
talking
know
about
we were
Chicago?
talking about F1. Oh, yeah, Chicago traffic. So,
Yeah.
middle of the night, everybody's just cutting up, going, dude, we were going, so the speed limit on the Chicago highway is 55.
50. Where?
That's what's posted. It's posted at 55 miles per hour.
Must be
Nobody's
right
going
on
55 miles per hour.
No, they're slowing down
So,
to that at some point.
We were going 70, right?
There you go.
And, like, you would have thought we accidentally ended up on a racetrack because everybody and their mom was going 120 miles an hour. Like, I kid you not. Like, and they're just cutting up through traffic. Whole time, I'm just waiting for an accident to happen. You know what I mean? Like, I was very worried that there was going to be an accident, but I don't know whether to say thankfully or not because, if they had an accident, they'd probably stop with that nonsense. But,
well, they'd have
thankfully
to.
There were no accidents. Yeah. Anyhow, what's the next topic we got here?
Well, hold up. With F1, though, just one last thing with this. It's out on digital for Apple TV to purchase. It's also on Amazon Prime Video, which I do not know if that includes F1 right now. I'm going to say no because it's not digitally released to streaming yet. But yes, it's going to be on other platforms too. Even Kaleidoscope, I found out from a certain individual that I know that has that. If you don't know about Kaleidoscope, it has the best possible video and audio experience that you can get as a consumer. But the box is absolutely expensive, unfortunately. So, in any case, it's on those platforms. I will watch it before our next episode. I'm very excited to see it and let Kwesi and you guys know what I think of it in the next podcast. So, that's F1 though. So, oh boy, did you see this next story, Kwesi? It's a little bit concerning.
Do you want me to introduce it? Oh, okay.
Absolutely, please and thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I can't remember when we first got word of it, but there's the Xbox ROG Ally and the Ally X handheld, and both their release dates are in October.
I think you're off the order, but that's okay. We'll go with that. That's fine.
Are they? Wait, is it
Next
not
one was
the
about
ROG
the Oppo. It's okay. Go with that one. We'll just switch yours. It's not a problem at all. Go right ahead.
Okay. Everybody,
It's
this
okay.
is not the topic you wanted me to say.
No, it's fine. It
No,
doesn't
I
matter
think
to me
this
at
is
all.
really embarrassing.
It's okay, Quace.
I don't know why my tabs are set up like this. This is...
We can go with the Xbox. It's not an issue at all. It's a great topic.
Anyhow, like I was saying, ROG Ally and the Ally X will be available October 16th, and the pricing has not been revealed, but we do know that the original ROG Ally started at about $700, so we're expecting somewhere close to that. More specs. For the specs of the Ally X, we're looking at an AMD Ryzen AI Z2 Extreme, 24 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM, and a terabyte of storage with an 80 watt hour battery inside, which means you can take it on planes. Fun fact, that is below the limit that you can take on planes.
That's the high end model, by the way, too. The standard Ally is 16 gigs of RAM, DDR5 RAM, 512 gigs of storage, and the exact same processor. No, not the AI version. Not. So it's the Ryzen Z2 non-AI version. Those specs are pretty phenomenal.
The AI Z2 Extreme.
Yes. Oh, well, yeah. There's not even the word extreme in this listing. With a 60 watt hour battery. Those specs are okay. I mean, besides the GPU, that kind of destroys consoles right now, correct? Current consoles.
Current consoles as in like current Xbox and current PlayStation?
I think so. Yeah.
I
mean, it should because it's new.
I think.
Right? I expect it to.
I think so.
Yeah. I mean, I said this once. I'll say it again. I fully believe that handheld gaming and things like this, the Steam Deck and so on, are going to be what people use for consoles, and we're going to see a dip in like the standard like box type consoles where it's at your TV and it stays there kind of thing. Because here's why: Nintendo is fully on with a handheld experience. That's what they do only now, right? There's no more like Wii where it just sits there and doesn't move. You dock it, you can use your controllers on a TV and play it, but you can move it around wherever you want to, bathroom, couch, house, wherever, right? And play there too.
You actually just named the best place to play in the first one. Like, everybody knows. Like, my mom used to tell me that I'm not supposed to play games in the bathroom. It started with my phone. My phone was like the OG bathroom gaming device. Oh, I lied. I had a 2DS.
Yeah, for me it was the Game Boy Color. Yeah, because the battery lasted forever. The only spot it's not good in the bathroom is probably the shower with a sink.
Oh, yeah,
so we'll probably try to avoid that. Yeah, but in any case, the reason why I say this is because if we can get a handheld experience, let you dock it, and you have then a incredible experience. The thing is, I think with GPUs being the only thing lacking right now, it's just not horrible. It's just not where an Xbox is now, right? If you just put in the dock a GPU, so when you're docking it and you get that great TV experience, that's where you can have a better GPU. That's how you can accomplish that goal. And when you're going to handheld mode, it doesn't really matter as much because you're in a smaller screen. So I think without any shadow of a doubt that we're going to see a bigger surge in this, and I kind of want to, because I'm not saying that the standalone console sucks. I'm saying in the sense of what you can do with it, the portability makes it 10,000 times better. Because now I can bring my Steam Deck, for instance, or Xbox Ally X to Quasi without having to get a case to put all the accessories and this in. I can literally bring a case that's the size of the screen size here, and it's now very portable in the sense, and couch co-op can come back in a sense because there it is. And
but to be fair, it doesn't take a lot of energy to just unplug my Xbox and walk a few steps.
The difference is this, Quasi. Although that's not hard to do, when you unplug it, until you get to a TV or a monitor, you can do nothing with it.
This is true.
I can unplug my Steam Deck or this device, and I have a screen. I have a keyboard if I really want to, or a controller, and play at McDonald's if I really want to. I can have a controller in this device, and that's it, and play it exactly how I want to. That is where it makes it way more immersive, and I love that. I play my Steam Deck more than I do anything else, without a question, hands down. I just got my wife a Steam Deck Quasi, by the way.
I saw you posted about that either on Twitter or you posted Facebook. Somewhere. It was Facebook? I think I saw it on Threads.
I think I put it everywhere I could think of, too, yeah, because I was so excited. At first, she didn't really want it, right? And now she loves it. Rightfully so. It's a phenomenal console. But this, man, I kind of really want this at the same time. I want to kill my Steam Deck. I want to have this alongside it. But in any case, do you think now with what you're seeing with this industry Quasi with like MSI Claw, Ally X, ROG Ally, all that stuff, do you think that this is where things are moving? Or do you think this is... Huh?
Wait, I hadn't heard of the MSI Claw until right then. I might be...
You haven't?
Really behind.
MSI Claw...
It runs Windows 11? Ew.
Yeah, that's the downside of it. But, so is this device, but it's not the same what you get on your PC. It is a fully customized version of that they remove all kinds of background stuff. And it's just like a handheld experience, basically. But my question is, Quasi, do you think that this is the way the industry is moving towards with gaming in general? Or do you think we're stepping back and this is just a phase?
Okay, let me put it like this. Nintendo came out with, what was it? What was their first home console? I think the SNES. Or sorry, it'd be the NES, wouldn't it? Not the SNES.
The NES, yeah. Yep, NES.
Right, the Nintendo Entertainment System. And everybody started scrambling. They had to jump on that train. And then they came out with the DS and the DS Lite, I remember. And then all of a sudden, Sony's like, I got that. That's a nice market. PS Portable, or was it the PSP?
Gosh.
I really don't know.
PSP, just PSP. Phenomenal. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That was incredible.
We know that Nintendo is one of those trendsetters, right? And as such, because they're the most widely recognizable gaming company in the world, and there's literally no debate on that. Like, if
You're right.
I was to ask somebody to name a video game character, you know what the first thing they would say is?
Mario.
Like, it's not even a question. It's
That's
sort of
the
like
very
if I ask
first
somebody to name a superhero, there's only 3 superheroes you'd name. Spider-Man, Batman, or Superman. You know what I mean? So, if Nintendo does something, it's very likely that others are going to follow. And we see this already with, obviously, this Xbox Ally. The Xbox Ally. And just other companies trying to, like, really hit that area on the head, right? Like, PlayStation came out with, I can't remember what it is, like the PlayStation Portal.
Well,
I'm not a fan of
it's a
that.
handheld screen that is a streaming device.
Yeah,
for
and you
games.
have to have it connect to your thing.
It's a good attempt. It's a cheaper attempt. I get that, but they bring back the PSP. It's time. It's the season. Bring it back. I mean, give Xbox and Steam run for their money, right? I like competition. I love my Steam Deck, and I'll never not stop loving it. But I also like that people are doing this kind of stuff. So, as you are, sorry, Quace, for cutting you off.
No, I was actually just like searching for PSPs and PS Vitas right now. They are way less expensive than buying a DS of any sort right now. If you want like an awesome library of games, the PlayStation Vita, the PlayStation Portable, I think PSP stands for PlayStation Portable.
Yes.
Those are 2 great options.
Loved it.
However, while we're kind of on this topic of like handheld consoles, I do want to say that I fixed my, like, I know I announced when I fixed my 2DS way back when, but right before fall camp started for me, I was really like, dude, I legally got a bunch of games on my 2DS. In case you couldn't tell, that was very legal. I definitely didn't mod anything. And even if I did mod something, Nintendo, if you still care, please don't ban me. You know what I mean? Like,
they can't really ban your account at this point.
Yeah, but I just play it because, like, the reason I was so, like, I wanted to fix it so bad was because, hear me out, Adam. Do you know how many games are on the 3DS?
Was it like 275?
275. No.
Am I wrong? How many?
There's too many. Let me search how many 3DS games are there. And this is just 3DS games, not the DS games that are also compatible. There's over 1,800 unique titles.
3,000. 3,000.
So no, just for the 3DS, not including all of the DS games.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Like, I'm telling you, this is one of the widest libraries I've ever seen in my life, right?
So I was only off by like 4. I mean,
oh yeah, no, definitely. But I was playing one game at a time, right? And then it just came to me. I like, there's so many games to play. I don't have enough time to play it. I'm gonna be dead before I can play all these games. So I'm not buying any new consoles until I finish at least 3 of the games I'm playing right now. One being Pokemon Ultra Sun, the second being Mario Kart 7, which is actually the one I've sunk the most hours into so far.
That's so good.
And then,
that's a good game.
Dude, I actually miss how simple Mario Kart used to be. Like, Mario Kart 7 is absolutely amazing. However, on the Fire Flower Cup, the game is actually, like, throwing for me. Because I will be in first place. Like, I like to get 3 stars on everything, right? And because you know how you get the championship trophy and then how many stars? I want to get 3 stars on everything. And without fail, it'll always be the last race and I'll be like seconds away from the finish line. A blue shell will hit me, and then Toad will go right past me and win the race. Thereby eliminating my 3 stars.
It's never Donkey Kong.
Dude,
it's never
Mario's done it maybe twice. But I've played this thing, and it's like I can't even ask Nintendo for a patch because the game's so old. You know what I mean? So I might have to go. Like, I don't want to cheat code this game either. You know what I mean? Like, I'm playing this game to have fun and challenge myself. I feel like I shouldn't have to fold and actually
play a game on these current handhelds as well. Just so
this is true, but the experience, Adam. Let me tell you about the experience.
I understand that.
I'm having the best time of my life.
It's not good. That's really good. And then the battery life too.
I have Delta on here, right?
Oh, Delta's awesome. Not the same though.
It's not the same at all. Is the issue, and
it's a nice little option though.
It is, especially if you never had the DS, so you don't know what you're missing out on. It's a great way to play the games. However, I've been yapping about this for quite some time. Do you want to switch to the next topic? And actually,
before we do, I just want to. Do you think we're heading to this route where this is going to be the new standard for consoles?
I want to say I hope so, but at the same time, if we keep them separate, I'm not opposed to that. Like,
that's a good way
I think that this is the direction that we're going to go.
It just seems silly that if you're on the same price point that you wouldn't opt in for a handheld of some sort like this, because you can still dock and play it. Take it off that dock and play on your couch or your kitchen table, wherever, and travel's way less boring as well. If you're on a long trip in a plane somewhere, perhaps going to Guam, you could probably knock out 2 games of your DS library in that time, Casey. But anyway, it's just a matter of just
Guam, you could finish more than just 2 games.
Yeah, you could.
Because I didn't even include any layovers. Let me tell you, Adam. The first time, well, I honestly only traveled to Guam once, and I just stayed there. Oh, I lied, because when I was in Guam, I went to the Philippines. I also went to Dubai. But the Philippines is like a 2-hour flight, so you really can't do too much there. I also went to Dubai, and I went to Ghana. And Ghana is an 18-hour flight, so it's almost just as far. Dude, I'm realizing I burn a lot of jet fuel. Like,
yeah.
This is not great.
It's okay, though.
Just like in October, I have another flight to Philadelphia. Now you might be like, Quasi, why are you going to Philadelphia? Your parents don't live there anymore. You have no family over there. Now that I'm asking myself these questions, maybe I should change my flight to Newark. Like, not New York, but Newark Airport instead, because I'm realizing maybe nobody's going to be able to pick me up from the airport. That's probably something I should have thought about.
Well,
however,
there's cheesesteaks there, though.
In Philly? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's like the
Have
place
you ever been?
No.
See, I'm going to have to take you someday. I'll take you around Center City. Dude, I think Center City is top 2 most beautiful cities in the United States.
Really?
Obviously, only New York. And then Chicago is a close third. But the New York skyline might be my, like... Every time I go to Chicago, I miss New York.
I've been to New York before. That's really...
Of course, I don't miss the scent of New York. New York stinks.
Well, here's why I experienced New York. Did you experience the naked cowboy?
No, but I do know what you're talking about. I'm so glad I didn't have to experience that.
I didn't know that was a thing. No one at the gate of New York or nothing said, hey, this is what's going to happen here. So I'm like... This dude's like singing whatever songs. And I'm like, what the hell's going on here? I'm talking to the horse cop guy. I'm like, hey, man, this guy's like drunk or something or high. I don't know. Go fix that. Oh, he does that. What? So how about you fix that and do your job? Like, I didn't know. But he's got like a permit and everything to do that. And someone told me that, well, he's not. I said, this man had boots and that's it. And a cowboy hat and his guitar. Nothing else. And I know what the hell's going on. In any case, that's very off topic.
No.
New York, other than that, did you see when you were there, the Cadillac dealership, was it still have half Escalade or no?
Don't.
If you went to New York, there's no way you could not see that if it's still there. I don't even know if it is.
I haven't been to New York in like...
Did you go there?
Well, actually, that's not true. I was there when my brother graduated because his school was in Newark. And, honestly, let me just say... Jersey City and New York look very alike.
Okay.
It's just that one is on the other side of the Hudson River. And no clue where I was going with that, but turns out I was in Jersey City for a lot of that day, and Not
Didn't
New
know you
York.
were. Didn't even know.
Didn't know. Did you know that you actually have to cross the George Washington Bridge to get into New York or go under the Lincoln Tunnel? So I lied back then. I did not go to New York. I went to Jersey City. That's on me.
So that's why you didn't probably see those attractions I was
Perhaps,
talking about.
yeah.
Okay, which is probably good because one's going to scare you if you don't know what's going on.
But it's okay because I want to put it out there. Jersey City smells a lot nicer than New York City.
New York
Also,
has...
for those of you that don't know, New York smells like weed, piss, and and cigarette smoke. It's absolutely horrible.
In that
But it's the
order,
most beautiful
too.
city in the world. Like
As long as you're holding your nose.
by sights alone, it's the most beautiful city in the world. Like, don't go to New York expecting to smell roses and flowers. Is my only thing. Like, you'll have a fantastic time in New York, as long as you don't get pickpocketed or smell that stuff.
I know. Yeah, someone almost tried it to me, by the way, when I was there.
They tried to pickpocket you?
Yeah. Then it was like, I bump your shoulder and take something from you, but little did he know, the bag was attached to the rest of my body.
Little did he know.
Like jerked me back a little bit and just let go and kept walking. Like there wasn't like an interaction, which is a good thing. But
Did you see that video of the woman who was like in Italy and she got her? They tried to snatch her purse and then she like started holding the little girl by her ponytail. No, that just me.
Yeah, send me that. We'll put it in the show notes actually, or the show description. Why not?
I think I saw it on TikTok.
Speaking of all
Might
that,
have been on Instagram.
that rolls right into our next topic, which is...
Does it really?
It just doesn't, but we're gonna do it anyway.
Oh.
So there's an ex-Apple Watch engineer that shifted gears to a new position at Oppo, which he actually just took.
Oppo.
Oppo, that's the one, and he just kind of took some stuff from Apple to give it to them to enhance their. They have a smartwatch, I guess, that is somehow doing okay. But anyway, he's getting sued by Apple. Apple's not done suing yet this year, it sounds like, for stealing trade secrets with Oppo, one of those two. And so Apple's in the process of suing that person as well, besides John Prosser. And here's what's crazy. And here's something I'll bring up to the Apple Watch. Quasi, did you see? This is the last episode. I'm not sure if you watched it yet, but
I want to put it out there. Even though I wasn't on the podcast, I was still watching it.
Okay, but we talked about the blood oxygen sensor coming back to Apple Watch with the newest update. Did you update your watch for this? Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
I don't even know which version I have. Hold on. Keep going. I'll let you know here in a second.
But in any case, that's back, and now they're suing an Apple Watch engineer that was there and no longer there because of trade secrets. So I want to see how this really plays out because it sounds like the man just got caught dead to rights doing this, and he really can't even say he didn't, and he's not. So, yeah, we'll see how that kind of plays out. We're still early on in the discussions with things, but they know exactly what this guy's doing and somehow know exactly what he's given them. So with that information, we'll see how this plays out. And the guy's name is Chen Shi. I'm probably saying that way wrong, but that's the guy. And we'll see how it plays out. Any thoughts on this, Quasi? It's just interesting.
Still trying to figure out which Apple Watch I have. I think it's like a Series 5.
5?
Hold on, bear with me, everybody. Bear with me.
Andrew just mentioned he upgraded from his Series 5 to the Series 10.
I do plan on upgrading my watch this year.
Okay.
It's just with the Apple Watch. Like, the Apple Watch is one of those things that you can actually hold on to for dang near forever.
Except when you can't update anymore.
The only reason... Yeah, mine still gets updates is the thing.
But not.
And apparently my phone is getting a software update tonight to iOS 18.6.2.
You haven't done that yet?
18.6.2? No.
It came out like a couple days ago.
Adam, let me just say, my phone... Hey, this is not my fault. I just put that out there. It's somebody else's fault. I don't know whose fault it is, but it's not mine. How do I... Oh, yes, I have a Series 5.
Oh, yeah. You know what's funny? The brand new Apple Watch has a larger screen than the Ultra.
How's that funny? I think we talked about this already, actually.
We absolutely. I'm just saying, for those who have just tuning in for the first time, if you didn't know that, as I've heard someone say, "Oh, the Apple Watch Ultra is such a large screen," until they put it into the base model screen size, and now everybody's okay with it. It's just interesting. But in any case, that's happening. Yeah. Now, didn't you mention that you got a new thing, Quasey, before the podcast? That's not really yours, but yeah.
Oh yeah. So basically, peep game, guys. A couple weeks ago, I brought in another guy from Guam. He's like my best friend. Well, I wouldn't say best friend. He's like my brother, right? His mom was like literally. I love his mom so much. She was like my mom. Like when my parents couldn't show up to my sporting events, she would always be there for me with snacks and food. And oh my gosh, this woman is absolutely like the best woman ever. You don't understand. Like it goes my mom and then her. You know what I mean? However, I'm just yapping right now. Anyway, he came over. He lived with me for a couple of weeks, and now he's in his own dorm, you know, enjoying the football life. Some of us don't enjoy the football life, but, you know. Beyond the point, he didn't have a monitor in his room, so he just gave me his PS5. I just have a PS5 now. But here's the thing, Adam. I don't have time to play it. At least I didn't have time to play it. What I will say is, before fall camp started, I played Astro's Playhouse, which is the one that Sony made. I think it's free. It's the one that they made to show off all the features of the controller. And again, I'll keep telling you, I don't like the way that the controller is shaped, but I love
a boomerang.
The features.
It's basically boomerang.
Obviously, the gamepad on Xbox is so much better.
Yes.
But the features, I'm talking about the adaptive triggers. Oh my God, Xbox needs that. And then also I think the best part about it is the vibration motor. The vibration motor is absolutely beautiful. However, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're just using that as a segue. Because Sony has also raised the price of each PS5 model by $50. We saw this with
Nintendo.
Xbox not too long ago. Oh, sorry, yeah, we did see it with Nintendo first, and then Xbox had to follow. And I think it was because of tariffs, if I'm not mistaken. They said it was too hard to sustain. When I saw this, is actually something I've been seeing, for a while. I genuinely do believe it.
No, here's the thing. All I'm saying with this is this: the same price hike is for the consoles that are already here. You know?
Yeah, but they're still.
I get that for the ones that aren't, but there's for sure ones I can go to Walmart or Best Buy, and it's right there already, right? And they pay those tariffs, so they get the price hike too because apples are apples, basically, right? That's the reason why. There's no reason besides that, and that's all I gotta say. I understand tariffs happen; they have to raise the price, but maybe do that for the ones that aren't already in stores. Right. Just an idea.
If it was the ones rolling out after that date, but I can also see how that would be kind of hard to do, because if Walmart has 5 PS5s from before the price increase and they have the whole new batch of PS5s, somebody's gonna get really lucky and somebody's gonna get upset when they come right after another person and purchase that PS5. So I can understand why they have to set a start date for all these prices.
I guess that makes sense. I just don't like it.
Let me not get that last PS5 that's $50 less, and I come right after some. Oh, Adam, I'd raise hell in the store.
Oh, I know you would.
It would not be good.
But hey, the fun fact about it is, though, Quasey, it doesn't affect the controllers or the PlayStation Portable.
Yeah, I'm very happy about that.
They're making gobs of money off that, so they can
dude, and their controllers are so nice. I think with Xbox, it even affected the Elite controller, and the Elite controller will already set you back a kidney. You know what I mean?
It's ridiculous.
I don't even think
go up
it
from
should
there.
be worse that much.
There
you know
are
what I
some
mean?
Turtle Beach ones or whatever that there's this new controller. Did you see that you can like swap out the D-pad and stuff?
No, that's
Like it
literally the
turns.
Xbox Elite one. You can swap out the
No, no,
D-pad.
no, no, no. There's a new one that like it turns around to the other side, so it's another like interface. Yeah, I just seen it not too long ago. That's like $300, I think, for
Hey,
that
so
thing.
Adam, really quick, I'm on the Xbox website right now. Let me just share my screen here.
Let's share the screen.
This is the perfect time to buy an Elite 2 controller is what I'm trying to tell you. Share. Why is it not sharing? Here we go. Do you see that right there?
That's a good price.
It's actually like $40 less right now.
See what it is on Amazon.
Let's actually just change this to Amazon.com.
I'm not saying
Xbox
don't go.
Elite 2. Oh.
Dollar
it's
less.
actually-
Dollar
Yeah,
less.
it is. I always getting on Amazon.
Well, plus you'll get
Wait,
it
they have the
a day or two.
refurbished one though for. Yeah, you can get it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Not that I need one of these. Like I'm not that
Yeah,
serious
but-
of a gamer. 2K doesn't need an advanced D-pad. So, speaking of which, 2K comes out next week, and I did
know.
retract my pre-order.
Retract
because-
it.
Yes.
What?
Because I was in fall camp and I didn't have time to play the game, and I was like, actually, what had really happened was I also wasn't working at the time, and it occurred to me that I need to eat when the dining hall isn't open. And, I just don't think 2K is worth more than my survival.
Currently, yeah. I mean, yeah.
So, I had to pull that money back out, get my quick little refund. And, we're going to get the game. Like, it's going to happen. It's probably not in my best interest to have it during the beginning of the semester, which starts,
Cool here.
like, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Ooh, it does start tomorrow, actually.
It does.
I'm going to try to get as much work done tonight as possible
I appreciate
in terms
that.
of schoolwork.
Okay.
Obviously, the podcast is on the schedule. We already have some time allotted for that.
Great.
Um,
Okay.
Yeah. What's the next topic? I'm dragging this.
It's okay. Did you see, Kwesi, that Apple is working with Google to bring Gemini to Siri, along with other AI platforms as well?
I don't know how
That
I
one
feel about
shocked me a little bit. Shocked me a lot, actually.
I think Gemini might be my least favorite AI.
But is it better than Siri right now?
It is better. It is better than
That's
Siri.
the only thing you have to keep
Dude.
in consideration right now.
I'm actually I have to tell you something. This is before I used to say Siri's not that bad. The other day I was like, Siri, what day of the week is it? She couldn't tell me what day of the week it was. I was so sad. Like, I can't keep defending this. You know what I mean? And then I remember I also asked like a really simple question. I was like, what time will it be in 90 minutes? She couldn't tell me that either. Now, I'm pretty sure back in the day she could have told me these things. So I don't know. It was really sad, but whatever.
Speaking of this, I mean, do you think this might help enhance it? I mean, because you're mixing ChatGPT and Gemini, and I think there's another one too they're going to add. Here's the thing. I don't necessarily think that when it does search for something online, that's really horrible. It's more so just the simple stuff of, like you said, what's today's day? Or what's the temperature in my house? Or turn this light on, do this. Like, the
I
simple...
also don't like how she's always like,
Doesn't.
this is what I found on the web. Like, just read it out, you know what I mean? Like,
Just do it, yeah. Just, I like, you ask Grok a question, it doesn't give you that line of crap. You know, I don't know. I really want them to take a year and just say, hey, the Siri team, how about you wake up and do something for a change? Because I don't think they're doing anything. I don't see any enhancements. I mean, what have they done that's even worth talking about in the past 3 years? I don't know if
Can tell you.
they've hired fence posts for these people. I don't get that. It doesn't make sense. So I just want them to do a little better with Siri because, man, Apple's great doing really good things, and they're not terrible at software for crying out loud. But this specific thing, they're just lacking, and it's sad.
it's a little bit
I
more
mean,
than sad.
I don't even use it. You know when Siri comes up the most? Doesn't come up right now. Is when I am in the texting app, iMessage, and I'm talking to someone, and I look back and I'm like, why is there 4 paragraphs of something in my iMessage to Quasi when I wasn't even saying nothing? You know, if you go to the texting app, iMessage, the very bottom right,
with the little,
there's the very bottom right, like little microphone.
Yeah,
that gets
That's
selected.
Not Siri, though.
But it uses Siri to listen, doesn't it?
I think it's literally just listening.
Well, maybe it's not using Siri. Well, that works all the time when I don't want it to. So that's something.
Do you ever
else to discuss.
Do you ever double tap the bottom to talk to Siri? Do you ever do that? No, just me.
Just because it's nice that you can do that. It's just Siri and me need to take a big. Oh, you said Siri and it picked up on my phone. By the way, I'm not sure how because I'm.
No, I think you said Siri because you've been spamming that word for a minute here.
It needs to be better, especially with the HomePods. But yeah, did you know, by the way, with OpenAI, what they did? This is not in the show notes. I just want to put it separately.
GPT 5.0.
Well, that was a big flop, to say the least.
Flop.
Dude,
it's about to carry my assignments. What are you talking about?
Did you not hear what happened?
No, I haven't.
Like listen 2 episodes ago, it was just me. So like they released it. And there was so much backlash where it didn't work half the time. It had a lot of problems. It couldn't do things like it should have. And they actually had like a feature you can roll back to the previous version of GPT because it was a flop of a rollout. I'm not saying what they're offering sucked. I'm saying that they had like a lot of bugs and a lot of issues with the rollout. As I mentioned, what they did give you, which is really nice features. But it broke a lot of stuff during release for some reason. I don't know why, and it's probably fixed at this point, but it was a disastrous rollout. Like, people were complaining, offering, they're getting refunds, and there's a bunch of things. It was not a good rollout. They had a lot of problems. But anyway, the CEO of OpenAI, did you see, is giving $1.5 million bonuses to like 1,000 of their employees. Spread out through a whole year. That's a bunch of bonus right there.
Do you know what I did just see, Adam, though? This is completely unrelated. I have a 2-page essay due. Like, it gets assigned on the first day of class, and it's due by 11:59 that day. I hate college.
Who's the professor?
Yeah, actually let me.
don't even say it out loud.
I'll send you their name, and then we can do something about it. Their computer will not be working by the end of the day. I will be taking. It's
like the engineering professor that we have that called in for a code red 5-alarm fire that his computer wasn't working, and he's an electrical engineer. Okay, I went over there and his power strip was turned off.
Well, I should turn off my teacher's power strip. It's only worth 15 points though.
How long is the essay requirements? What's the requirements?
It said 1 to 2 pages, and I'm not even seeing like. Hold on, let me just share my screen here.
That could be my first assignment when I was in college for an essay. I'll tell you this guy was a hardcore, like, ridiculous and a half. I had to do a 10-page paper, and it was due in I think 18 hours.
I had to write a 10-page paper last year, but like we had ample time, and I actually I got a B+ on it because I didn't format my works cited page properly. But the actual essay and the content of the essay, absolutely, that was probably my best work. Mind you, he gave us ample time, but I started the night before like an idiot. So, that's the college life.
Get it done.
Yeah, if it's due tomorrow, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I live my life.
It's risky, but people do.
No, that's definitely horrible. Ladies and gentlemen, do not do that. Procrastination is not the way to go. It puts you in a lot of bad situations with your back up against the wall.
It does, because guess what? There's also other professors that are like, oh, he's doing nothing tonight. Let's give him more stuff to do. That's what happens constantly.
Actually, what happens is I promise you, my professors aren't colluding against me, because let me tell you something. Last semester, one of my teachers would assign an essay, right? And then I have another essay in another class, right? Okay, 2 essays. Maybe it's a coincidence. How about I get 2 more essays by the end of the day?
It's just
and here's how I know they're colluding. Because ROTC assigned me an essay. ROTC doesn't assign essays. You know what I mean? So that's how I know it was collusion.
Okay.
This is like I'm on to them. I know they don't want me to succeed, but I see right through it.
Okay. All right, Quasi. It's time for App of the Week.
What? Already?
Yeah, man. It really is.
That is crazy.
What was yours this week? Let's start with you.
My app of the week. Can we actually start with you?
Okay, it's fine. Unfair. Okay. Mine is Grano, I believe is how you say it. So what this app does, and I've only used it a couple times, which is not a lot actually, but it gives you a better understanding. So if you go to the grocery store, you're like, hey, is this food really, really bad for me? And you can kind of scan it, UPC code, and it will give you a score for like, just not just a health score, but like an overall score for that food. So you get an understanding of what you're buying and then how it's going to benefit you or not in the long run, right? Based on your dietary goals. So let's say that Quasi's like, I gotta amp up some protein this week because I gotta make some gains. So it will adjust those kind of goals with what you're saying. So maybe that this pasta has specific not pasta, that's this bag. Maybe this specific protein meat has more protein than this one does. So it's going to give you a better goal set for what you kind of want. So that's in the App Store. It's called Grano. There is a paid version of this, but you don't have to pay for it to use it. It just gives you more features if you pay for it. But I do like it because it gives you like nutrition facts, what additives, what crap is in it, what's not in there, if it's processed in the United States or not, country of origin, and a bunch of other things. So check that out. It's called Grano. It's on the App Store and Google Play as well.
Okay. That's a great app. So I'm actually going to piggyback off that because originally my app of the week was going to be Among Us because I've played Among Us 3 times this week, right?
Okay.
And, every time it's a great experience. You know what I mean? You get your room full of people, and apparently I don't know how to play very well because I couldn't shut up. Like, I told them when I was killed, and they were like, oh, so that's exactly what we're not doing. And I was like, okay. But actually, I'm going to switch to Ito. So, because, like, what you were saying, let's say Quasi needs to hit his protein goals for today. Like, I need to hit 294 grams of protein. Good Lord.
How do you spell that app, by the way?
Sorry. EATO. Yes.
Okay. Sorry, as you were.
So actually, with this app, hold on, I gotta log back in. Why did it log me out?
When apps do that, I can't stand that. Just keep me logged in.
Like my Huddle app keeps doing that. It's the most annoying thing.
Why is that gotta be a thing?
Currently, I'm on a cut. Right, I'm losing about 2 pounds per week, and I have to eat 3,412 calories, and out of that, I need 324 grams of protein, 126 grams of fat, and my net carbs needs to be 203 grams. Right, so let's say I'm doing that right, and I'm ready for breakfast. So I click my breakfast app. Right, it's like there's a bunch of foods that I just input. So there's 2 ways this works. Or actually there's more than 2 ways. You can search the food you're about to eat. You can scan the barcode. They have a little barcode scan. And then it can also use AI to scan the food and tell you how many calories it has. So let's see if it can scan my face and tell me how many calories that would be. Oh, wow. That is not great. Oh, it said that this is not food. Which I'm not. We do not endorse cannibalism on this show. No, or at least I don't. I don't know Adam's thoughts about that.
I definitely don't know.
So yeah, that's why Ito's my app of the week. And then also, every time I exercise with my watch on, the data from here goes from here to my health app, from my health app to Ito, and then it'll adjust my calories and stuff accordingly.
That's nice. You can see your intake and outtake.
Yeah.
I guess you can call it that, of calories. That's pretty nice, actually. That was like the first time we had App Week that was like almost kind of like the same category.
Well, That's because mine originally was Among Us, and then I was like, oh, wait, I've been using this app for a minute. Forgot to give it a shout out.
That's pretty good. Cool. Okay. We reached a segment in the episode we call And One More Thing, whatever we called it. So we'll start with Quasey's little, what's been going
actually,
on.
if we start with mine, I'm going to be here for an hour. So you're just not going to get your
just give us the compressed version, like a zip file.
Okay, so there's no such thing as a compressed version. But the last 3 weeks, I have been suffering in fall camp. For those of you that don't know what fall camp is when football players come together before the season starts, and we do all of our conditioning, we learn the entire playbook, and we do nothing but have meetings and play football, right? It's football literally 24/7. Back in high school, we had fall camp, but fall camp, so the season would start like a month after school. So we would just be practicing after school and learning the playbook, right? Wasn't horrible. We would practice for in my sophomore, my senior year, we would practice for 3 hours a day. In my junior year, we practiced we didn't have fall camp my junior year because it was something crazy, but we would practice for about an hour and 15 minutes those days, right? Also, we almost won the championship all 3 years, but it's whatever. So we came together for fall camp, and now I was a little bit worried because everybody had been posting their fall camp schedules on TikTok, right? You would see some people who had 8 o'clock to 8 p.m., 12 hours of just straight football. And then you have people who are 9:30 to 11, straight football. We got our schedule. It said 7 a.m., 10 p.m.
That's like a lot of hours. Is that almost like morning till
That is
evening?
15 hours of straight football. Now, I will say, the coaches did plan into the schedule.
Is this the reason why you weren't able to do the podcast?
This is exactly the reason why I wasn't able to do it. Dude, I will say the coaches did plan into the schedule a nap time, which honestly, if I didn't get that nap time, I don't think I would have made it through. We had an hour nap every day right after lunch. You best believe I was out. Dude, actually, what happened was we were the only people on campus, right? So I would go into the random dorms, and all of the doors were unlocked, and then all of the room doors were unlocked. So I would just be in a hoodie and then go put my bag on a bed and use that as a pillow. Dude, it was rough. I was just sleeping in random people's beds. Not a great experience. But, we made it sleep. I did sleep. Also, the food was pretty good.
By now, that's yesterday we had to deal with ID stuff, and oh my gosh.
Yeah, yesterday was.
But yeah, well, that's a very long story, Quasi. I'm glad you told us.
That's not even the half of it. Let me tell you something. We would practice. Most days we would practice in the morning, right? But then there's days like yesterday where we're out of fall camp, but I still. Dude, yesterday I went into work and I didn't know that it wasn't Thursday. I genuinely thought I was going in on a Thursday. Dude, I didn't even realize that the day before yesterday was Sunday because of how much football we've been doing. We had practice on a Sunday.
So they didn't want you to go to church?
Well, I slept in that day because what happened was the night before I was out up in Custer Park. I don't know if you know where Custer Park is.
I didn't even heard before in my life.
Yeah.
Do they have the ice cream fake stuff there?
I don't know, but it's about 20 minutes away. You mean custard? Do they have custard? I don't know. They probably do. But I have a friend who lives over there, so I was at his house that night. However, speaking of ice cream, have you heard about those ice cream trucks that are going around at midnight?
Oh, the creepy ones?
Yeah.
Well, they're all creepy, really. I mean, they really are, but some of them are not diabolical.
I don't know. There's a lot of missing children reports.
Well, same thing
especially
with,
in Virginia.
There's a country singer that they just said, not Tim McGraw, somebody that they think he's a serial killer because he just kind of goes around to locations and where he has a concert. At least 10 people disappear that same night. Man, what's his name? I can't remember. Anyway, it's so off topic. That's another discussion. But yes, I did hear about that. Like it's like midnight and they're coming and they're just driving around, but they never stop for people to get ice cream because there's just no one there because they should be sleeping.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie.
That's the kind of thing.
I saw a video of someone having like they tracked down the ice cream truck and it was like at like midnight, and the ice cream truck was like playing a remix version of the ice cream truck music. Okay, I might have had to go outside and turn it up a little bit. It was fire. I'm not gonna lie.
But here's the thing.
They did their thing.
What would you do if that same ice cream truck stopped, the back doors open, and those stupid clowns back in like the early 2020 era, where we had the clown people?
I think it was like more 2016
or whatever it was, something like that. Yeah,
but I do know exactly what you're talking about because it was the killer clowns thing. It was that's why I don't like clowns actually. Not that I ever liked clowns, but
you know why I don't like clowns? It's because they do the opposite of their intent. They never they walk up to you and do that stupid clown face and noise and stuff, and I don't get happy. I get concerned. That's what I
definitely.
get.
I get a little bit put on edge.
I always had this fear that I'm going to wake up in my bed and they're just next to me, just laying there, not being malicious, but they shouldn't be there, right? They really shouldn't be there. So here's the other thing about clowns that, I thought myself, I did see 2 of those clowns during that time period, Quasi. They didn't chase after me. One kind of started walking towards me. I said, bet, I'm going to get in my car and start going and just pop the door open right next to you and knock you out. That's what I thought I was going to do, save myself, because he had a knife with him. That's not cool. You don't take what people are already scared of, right, and use that to this little escapade of being, you're risking getting shot or hit or something because people are going to defend themselves. You're going to get some dad that is from PTSD in the army or something like that going to go knock you out, with some weapons or himself. All I'm saying is don't do that. That's all it takes is that one redneck that really wants to prove to his girlfriend or wife that he can save the family, and he's going to do it.
Dude,
he's going to headbutt you and take you out.
On my Instagram, I've been seeing a lot of reels, and they're all the same thing. It's like, you know that Kanye West song, God Is? Where it has the lady go, oh, wow, right? Let me actually just find it so that everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Show up
so
and
basically,
don't play it, though.
Yeah, not trying to get copyrighted. I hope I sent it to myself. I usually do that. It doesn't look like I sent it to myself.
Actually, I don't know what you're talking about that. Maybe.
If you don't know the song, I don't know how to explain it to you without singing it. Hold on, it might have been TikTok. I don't really know. It might be kind of hard to find if I didn't save it.
Well, I'm sure we can search it. Oh boy.
But basically, it was when I finally have a gun, I hear somebody breaking into my house, and the dude just has an expression of pure joy on his face as he's getting out of the bed, holding his gun case.
What's so bad about that, especially in this state, is if someone did break in your house, even if malicious intent or not, and you shoot them, not even demise them, but shoot them, they can sue you and win, and they have.
So actually, it depends. If they put you in fear of bodily danger, or in fear, you can't shoot them just to defend your stuff. But if you argue that you're in fear of bodily danger,
that now because I have a gun, they're in danger of whatever you just said.
Well,
that's all it kind of. It's happened twice. Dude got stuck in someone's chimney from trying to break in. And the guy just
turn on the fire.
Turn on the fire a little bit.
I don't know what to tell you.
No, I think he didn't severely burn him. I don't know, maybe he did. But that was one instance. The other thing was this guy came in and the guy had a gun, the bad guy, and the dad shot him, made him not breathe anymore. And after that, the family sued him and they won. Because they didn't have proof that. He had proof that he was breaking into a house that he was in that he wasn't supposed to be in the middle of the night, and that wasn't enough proof. I don't know how that's possible, but in any case, that's a situation that sucks because I don't want to just murder somebody at all. That's just not what I want to do. But if my family's in danger, I don't know, man. There's got to be something that happens,
Yeah.
Here's what I've always said. They don't need kneecaps to live, That's what I've always said.
They don't need kneecaps to live.
They really don't. So they'll remember that for the rest of their life when they...
It was on Instagram. Hold on. Let me,
Jesus.
I can't,
we can always
no
cut
way I
it
can share
out.
my screen.
Oh. Yeah,
It's not focusing. I'll just walk over there and show you.
Okay, we will. Oh, any case, we are, if you can believe it, over time, which is good because we had catch back up Quasi,
This is true.
We really did, and for some reason it's getting really hot in this room. I don't know, all of a sudden, just now, they turned up to 80 degrees, I think. But in any case, is there any final thoughts this episode, Quasi? I'm so glad you're back. Thanks for being back.
Thanks for having me.
It was a lot different when you weren't here. I'm not seeing our guest appearance was not great. He did a great job, I think.
No, you actually sounded so lonely that day when there was nobody. You were like, as you can see, Quasi's
yeah,
not here.
I'm gonna try a solo episode, and guess what?
I felt so
that
sad.
again. That was bad. And you know what sucked was it wasn't even just me. It was more so the topics I felt was not as good as it should have been. It's just how it was that week for tech. So. If I had to ever do that again, Quasi, don't do that to me again. That wasn't fun. It's not the same.
Yeah, it wasn't a planned thing. I really wanted to do it those weeks. It's just...
I know. It was just... Yeah, we pushed through this podcast, though.
There was no way I was going to be able to do that and practice in the same day.
And this episode turned out phenomenal. I mean, it was great. It was awesome, so I liked it. But in any case... just closing remarks, make sure you follow us on the streaming platforms for podcasts. We're on YouTube as well, don't forget that. And our Discord still exists, don't forget that either. I mean, it's still there. And we are getting comments on TikTok. I'm happy about that. I respond to every one of them.
Also, according to statistics, only a small portion of people who view our episodes are actually subscribed. So... maybe just check, see if you're subscribed. If not, hit that subscribe button.
Yes, please do that.
Because it really takes about 2 seconds. It helps us out a lot, and it doesn't cost you anything. Except, a little tiny bit of energy, moving your thumb halfway across your screen.
Yeah,
if you're listening to us on a computer,
at all.
I listened on a computer once. Not that I wanted to. It just kind of happened. And then according to YouTube statistics, nobody watches the actual YouTube video past 4 minutes. Guys, this is really sad. I thought you guys liked us.
Well, they like us more on the podcast apps.
Yeah, obviously, you guys listen to us on Spotify,
But hey, TikTok is doing pretty good.
TikTok is
because it's less than 4 minutes. That's
probably what it is, yeah. We have some insane viewer retention rate on TikTok.
It's actually really good. If people are responding, I really like that. So keep that up, guys. For sure.
Yes, please keep that up. What should I leave you guys with this week? Hold on, guys. I'm going to come up with something really inspirational. All right. Okay. Guys, this week, make sure that you're where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be there, doing what you're supposed to do. Stay out of trouble, guys. We love you, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.